Luckily I saved you. That is one zombie down. Hi everybody, and welcome to the Ready Player Pete Show. Today I'm going to talk my favorite video games that the game that I like to present to you, that The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. And it's about trying to survive however you can, and I'm gonna review and some tips how the gameplay works. Here are tutorials to play this game, but first, the review in the show is called The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, before the normal world becomes a living dead come to life. It's up to Rick and the group to try to survive, and also to solve the living dead. It's no way to go back to the normal world. They're gonna fight for survival to stay alive, during the AMC channel, because that is the name of the channel, because I always watch the Walking Dead shows all my life, and because I always watch the show of the Walking Dead in AMC. Because the name of the channel is called AMC, because I'm always a Walking Dead fan. But because I know one of you are the one, and one of you are the Walking Dead fans, and of the show they made the games. So prepare yourself. You have to prepare to survive yourself. Survive the game that you gotta stay alive to present you The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, because in this gameplay, you play as this character. This character named Daryl Dixon. Daryl Dixon. He's my very first character. He is my very first character. He's played by the very famous actor named Norman Reyes. Through the game, and we like to see him. We like to see him in the show because in the show I like him when he's on his own during the episodes. And I like to see him on his motorcycle and take out walkers with his knife and also his crossbow, because the crossbow is very quieter than guns. And now, because in the show and now he's in the game, and the game himself is his brother named Merle Dixon. His name is Merle Dixon, and Merle Dixon he's very loyal. He's very loyal to his brother Daryl Dixon, and the actor who plays Merle Dixon, his name is Michael Rooker. Michael Rooker is the actor who plays Merle Dixon, that is Daryl Dixon's brother, during the show and the video game. And because what I like about him when he plays Merle Dixon, I like his jokes.
Hey, looky here. This town was rigged for a fireworks show.
Finally, something useful in this hole.
His jokes is so funny, and he teases the group and threatens the group, and he wants to go out and to find his brother because he don't want anything happen to him. Don't make him angry because he will get you out of his way.
Cause it's my brother out there, that's why.
By really forcefully, because he will be very, very angry. But I really like him. But Daryl and Merle are both my favorite characters during the show and the game. So now here are the tips that I did in the game that you might want to show you. Now these are the tips that I would like to show you, that I would like to, if I want to give you. Now I will hear the tips that I'm going to play right here. Now the tips are here. Now tip 1. Tip 1. Objective indicator. The red arrow points toward your current objective. Your current objectives can be reviewed in the pause menu, because anytime you pause, that you will see your objective that you can go to. Whatever where the arrow points, where you need to go, where it is, where you need to go. And and while you're holding a weapon, you have to hold this, press the whatever button on any console you play this game. You hold down the button to aim down the sight, whatever gun you hold, and then for this one, you fire with this button, whatever button on the console you have to fire the weapon. And you press the stick to move to make you sprint. But you can't run forever. Because you might get away until because you might see the sweat coming down the screen. And now, time for the next step is tip 2. Is melee attacks. You press this button to swing the weapon and hold it to deliver a power attack. So you can power attack the walker. So you can give them a really good hit. While weapons are good for taking out walkers without making much noise. So you won't make much noise if you have a melee weapon. And now tip 3, restorative items. Sports drinks and MREs can be used to restore your condition. Because sports drinks, they can fill up your health, like right on the side of your objective indicator. And also MREs are like food to restore your condition to survive. Once you equip the restorative item, press this button to use it, so you can refill up your health. And while the walker is eating the flesh of a dead body, you'll crouch down with the stick and sneak up and hold down this button to execute the walker while he's eating the flesh of the body. And if you want the walker to be taken down, if it's right in front of you, you press this button to shove. Like you give them a push to shove the walker to give them a push to interrupt their attack. So you can get a perfect takedown, whatever you can take down the walker. And now for tip 4, ranged weapons. Ranged weapons generate a lot of noise. When fired, it can attract other walkers into the area. Because ranged weapons, they can probably make a lot of noise, because walkers can hear the sound of gunshots, whatever guns, like pistols, shotguns, and also assault rifles and revolvers. But if you don't have a muffler attachment to your guns, then probably you have to deal with all the walkers that are coming to the area. And now for tip 5, fuel. Fuel is vital to keeping your group on the road, and without it, your journey will end. While you can search for fuel in each area, survivors can also be sent out to find international fuel. Because if you don't find fuel in the middle of nowhere, your journey will end. You have to stop by for houses or neighborhoods to find fuel for your vehicle. So you have to find fuel in each area so you can continue on with your journey. And when you can also send survivors to find international fuel to find more fuel for a vehicle to continue on. And now for tip 6. Distraction items. Items such as flares and glass bottles can be used to distract walkers. Once you have equipped a distraction item, press this button to throw it. Like any button on your controller or any system. If you equip a distraction item like flares or glass bottles, toss them anywhere. You have to toss the flare or glass bottle to distract walkers. If there are walkers in the area, they're in the way. If they're trying to get where you're going, then you have to toss a little distraction to distract the walkers, but do not get spotted or be seen if they are getting distracted by flares or glass bottles. And now for this. Now on to to move on to step 2 all the way to tip 7. Now we're going to tip 7, to my favorite weapon that Daryl Dixon that he always uses in every episode of the show. My favorite weapon that he uses is the crossbow. The crossbow does not generate noise when fired, allowing you to kill a walker at a distance without alerting others in the area. And you can also retrieve crossbow bolts, because with this crossbow, you can also shoot a walker into the area because the crossbow is way quieter than other guns, because it doesn't even go louder. It can shoot a lot of distance to take out walkers right in the head. And also you could retrieve crossbow bolts while they are down. You could take them out of their heads and you can replenish one of those bolts. And now for tip 8. The tip 8 is travel map. Here you can select your next destination and how to get there. Back roads, the back roads consume more fuel but provide international scavenging opportunities. While taking highways conserves, but bypassing scavenging opportunities. But you need to pick the roads wisely. If you want to pick any other roads, like streets, if you pick streets, medium fuel usage and stop occasionally for supplies, and for highways, low fuel usage and stop only when necessary. So you have to stop when necessary with fuel, and for back roads, high fuel usage but stop often for supplies. But if you use back roads, if it says stop often for supplies, you can get your chance to get some supplies. So now, next we have to probably have is we move on to tip 9. Travel. We're to travel hub. Here you can manage your survivors' transfer items to your vehicle and select the items you want to take with you into the next area. You can manage your survivors to transfer items to your vehicle. Then it's select the items you want to take with you into the next area, because you can take whatever you want during your next mission your next survival on the journey. So you probably have to make sure they're equipped and ready. And now we'll move on to tip 10. Survivors. Here you can heal, equip, and send out survivors to find resources. Each survivor has traits that can affect the risk level of the group. Lower the risk level by sending more survivors out and giving them weapons. In this tip, you have to be very in this tip 10, you have to make sure survivors have to be healed, equipped, and also most importantly, and most importantly, and give them weapons. Because if you send them out to give them weapons, if they're fully healed and equipped, then they can give you any resources, any other supplies they can bring back. But you'll never know that they will come back. But because you have to lower the risk level of the group, because if the risk goes too high, then they will never come back. You see the character's picture right on there, and you see the word deceased. And when you came back after your mission, when it says deceased, they're already dead during your mission. They never come back to get your supplies. But you have to try to lower the risk level, whatever you can. And because these are one of these traits. Because these traits right here, these are the traits, and these are the conditions, and these are the weapons, and these are the tasks, and this is also called the group scavenging risk, because you have to lower it. And now we have this. And also there's a selections of tasks, like find fuel, food, ammo, and last but not least, stay at the vehicle. But stay in the vehicle is not even that bad if you want the survivors to stay at the vehicle. Whatever their traits are, they want survivors is tough, or they're probably a little weak, or probably if they're very sneaky. Just give them very good weapons. Very good weapons, the whether they prefer. Just make sure you look carefully what kind of weapons they prefer. So if you want survivors to help you if you give them a task like fuel, food, ammo, or just let them stay in the car. And now, last but not least, and on to the final tip. Tip 11: vehicle inventory. Your vehicle inventory provides an area for you to store weapons, resources, and supplies. And items can be transferred between your personal and vehicle. And your personal and vehicle inventories before entering an area. Because in this vehicle inventory, you can transfer the weapons, resources, and supplies between your personal and vehicle, because there is a bag and there's a knife on the vehicle before you start the mission. When Daryl's hunting knife means you're ready to prepare the mission, ready for the mission if you're ready. But this bag right here, this is the bag. The bag is that if there's some things you don't want to take, you just leave it in the bag, and then you just take the whatever you want to into the next area of the mission. So it's best that you do whatever you can to get through this game. But I miss this game very much. Because this game is very much to me that I ever liked in my entire life. Because I played this on the PS3 before it is no longer made anymore. But that is only from memory. Well, that'll be all for today. Press like, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notification, and also the comments down below. And this is the Ready Player Pete show, and I'll be see you on the next level here.